I can guarantee you that every human that ever made real money online in some way was forced to make that money. In some way. Because we humans sometimes need something to force us to do something. Because sometimes we humans, we don't like discomfort. We like to be comfortable. We like to do things that are easy. But sometimes we need that push. We need something to force us to do that. And the only way you're ever gonna get super rich is because you need something to force you. But sometimes you don't have anything to force you, or sometimes you don't see those things. And in today's video, I am going to give you the 3 things that will force you to make extremely a lot of money online. Because there's no one more qualified to teach you about this than me, because I myself literally bought 8 online courses and spent $67,000 online and never made a single dollar until I was forced to make it, until it was like it was a must. And today I'm going to share with you guys the 3 pillars, these 3 things that forced me to make money. And if you want to make money, because sometimes not every day is going to be, not every day you're going to feel motivated, and you're going to feel energized to do what you got to do. But sometimes when you are forced to do something, you're going to do it no matter what. And I'm going to give you guys these 3 things. Now, let's get into it. The first one. This one, I like to call it the last flight. Imagine this. Imagine you've been thinking of going somewhere, traveling somewhere, right? And you've been looking at the app, flight app, on which flights to take, and you see like literally 100 flights. You're like, no, not today. I'm going to leave. I'll look at it tomorrow. Let's say this time you want to go to a nice island on a vacation. You want to go to a resort where it's next to the island, you want to go to a resort where it's on the island with a nice beach, nice place, right? And every time you look, you're like, there's still more flights. But let's say somebody comes to you and tells you, hey bro, that flight to that island, there's one more flight, bro. There's literally one more flight. And you say, when? He says, this flight is tomorrow. You say, oh shoot, tomorrow? You're not prepared. But you go look at the flight, and the prices are like twice as much. Before they were 500, now it's 1,000. You'd be like, fuck it, I'll book it. You don't really care, you'll just book it. And then you book it, and it's tomorrow. When you booked it, you didn't care if all those excuses. You didn't care if your luggage was packed yet. You didn't care who's gonna take you to the airport. You didn't think about any of those stuff. You just said, oh shoot, this is the last flight, I'm booking it. You put everything away because you booked that flight because it was the last flight. Why did you book it? It's because it was the last flight, but why? You booked it because there was a deadline. Anytime there's a deadline to something, you are more urgent. You execute faster. You do it regardless. This is why sometimes when you want to do something, you need to have urgency. You need to give it a deadline. You need to say, okay, I want this done by this date at this time. Be specific with the results that you want. Because if you just wander and say, oh, I'll do it whenever, I'll look at it tomorrow, I'll check this email tomorrow, I'll fix my website, I'll contact this client, I'll close this guy, I'll follow up with this guy, it's never gonna fucking happen. But if you have an exact date and when you know you're going to do it, that's the only way it's gonna be done, with a deadline. But sometimes even with a deadline, that's not the always case. It doesn't matter if you have a deadline. If you don't have this, I call this the GPS navigation system. Think of it like this, right? Let's say you're traveling, you're in the car, and you're in a new city. You just got to the airport, and you got your car, you're in a new city. Let's say you're in Dubai. You just left the airport, you're in Dubai, a rental car, and you're driving along, you want to go to your hotel. You know that your hotel is this way, because you see the Burj Khalifa, like, oh, I know my hotel is by the Burj Khalifa. And you look, so, oh, I think the Burj Khalifa is this way, to the right. I'm just gonna drive this way and work my way around. You drive that way. You keep going straight. Come to find out, you look again, the Burj Khalifa's that way. So behind you now. Like, oh shoot, but it looks this way. And you drive, like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna use my knowledge and my senses. I'm just gonna say, okay, this way. And now if there's any roads, I'll work around it until I get to because it's a big building, you'll just drive that way. Come to realize you missed a few turns to get you there. You made the wrong turn that took you the other way. Why is this? It's because you didn't have a navigation system. Versus if you had a navigation system, anytime you turn left, when you are supposed to turn right, the navigator would say, hey, do a U-turn. Turn left at the light. Go straight for 100 feet. Then turn right. And if you don't turn right, it'll tell you, you've made the wrong turn. Do a U-turn. It guides you to the right direction. And you actually get there faster with the guidance. This is why you need accountability. Somebody to tell you what to do and when to do it and how to do it. Because when you give accountability to people, when people give you accountability, it's like they're guiding you. It's like when when you're at the gym and somebody's giving you that push, somebody's giving you a spot, you're more likely to push more weight because that person is keeping you accountable. Like, hey, we said 10, we're gonna do 10. Maybe you're at the 8th rep and you can't do the 9th, but that person is helping you with the 9th and 10th. Same thing with this. You need accountability. And the best way, this is the action step, the best way to have accountability, you say, hey, sometimes it's hard for somebody to teach you what to do exactly. Do this, this, that. But how do you create your own accountability? Let's say you're working on something, you want to do something, and you say, hey, you just tell your friends, you tell your close friends, like, I'm working on this idea, and my goal is to hit $100,000 with this. And yeah, this is my new project that I'm working on. My goal is to hit $100,000 with this. Now, you got people, you've made a public commitment. This is going to keep you accountable to your word. Those people that you told, they're going to ask you, hey, they're going to keep reminding you, hey, where are you with that idea? How have you come? How far are you? Is there anything that we can help you maybe? Or they'll say, hey, you know what? You're working on this? I think I've seen this video. This guy can maybe help you. Or I know a guy. Accountability. Number 3, without accountability, it's really with accountability and with the urgency and with the deadline, there's another thing that you need. I call this the impossible push. I want you to imagine this. Let's say you're driving, right? You're driving and then you're driving on a one-way street and your goal, you need to get to the other side, right? You're driving on a one-way street. You've been driving for 2 hours and you're like hour away. The destination is 3 hours and you've been driving for 2 hours and it's an hour away. You get there and there's a big rock right in front of you. It's like a big rock. And you're at a downhill. You want to go down. And you see a big rock in front of you. You tell yourself, oh shoot, this is a big rock. There's no way around it. And there is probably no way around it. Now you have 2 options. You either give up, turn the car around, and go the other way. You just wasted 2 hours. Or maybe that's the only way. You give up and don't go there anymore. What are you going to do? If you really want to go there, what you going to do? You're like, you know what? Let me try to push this rock. Sometimes, at first, just pushing that rock is really tough. Really hard. It's really hard. Like it's impossible in the beginning. But if you keep pushing, the rock starts to crack a little bit. The rock starts to move a little bit, starts a little bit, give it a nudge. But since it's going on a downhill, literally all you need is a push, a spike, just a little push, and then just push it, and then you just see the rock just falls right down the downhill, and just goes into the bushes. Boom! Now the road has opened up for you. The rock has disappeared into the woods. Why is that? Why did the rock move? It's because you built momentum. At first, when you pushed it with your first push, that rock felt impossible. It felt like that rock could not move. But when you kept on pushing, a push after a push after a push after a push after, to the point where the rock nudged a little bit, and then what? Because it was on a downhill, the rock went away. That's with momentum. Same thing when you're working on a new business idea. When you're trying to achieve your goals, when you're trying to make money, you just need momentum. At first, in the beginning is going to be really hard, really hard. You might not see the light for the first 30 days, for the first 90 days. You might not see no sign of success. But once you push that first barrier, once you get the sense that, okay, this works, once you get the validation, then momentum just kicks in. And the next win will just come easier. Snowball effect. 3rd win, 4th win, 5th win. The next, let's say that first dollar you make is really hard, but $100, the next 1,000, next 10,000, is going to become way faster than that first dollar. It's because of momentum. You need to keep doing it over and over. You just give yourself that momentum. People give up. People give up early. Like they're almost there, but they just fucking give up. Don't be that person to give up. Action step for this is don't give up. Just don't give up. Give momentum time. And with time, you will get the results that you want.